Yeah, I think, given the amount of commodity inflation that's occurred, we have to recover our costs, and we are taking pricing. And, right now I would say our pricing plans for 2019 are on track.
Is it going well? What sort of response are you getting from consumers and retailers?
Yeah, so far, I think we're making progress. So for reference, in the fourth quarter, our net price realization was up about 3%. Volume was down a tick, but perhaps even less than maybe what you would have modeled through elasticities. And that's because we've had strong execution in some of our markets on other factors beyond pricing.
Foreign exchange is also a big headwind for a global company like yours and others, and the macroeconomy in general. How would you characterize what's happening globally?
Yeah, well, there's certainly some challenges in some markets, and also, I would say, some green shoots. And certainly the note that came out from the Fed last week helped on the currency side a little bit, or we expect it will help on the currency side. But in some markets, probably the biggest area that where consumers are under a little bit of stress is in Latin America, where they've had significant inflation. In fact, we moved Argentina to hyperinflation accounting last year. Brazil consumers are under stress as well, seeing significant inflation. But the thing for me is, what I'm seeing broadly is the consumer is very, very resilient, and our categories are very resilient. Our vision is we're going to provide essentials for our consumers to live a better life. Our products tend to be necessities, and so they're critical for our consumers on a daily basis, and we're ready for that mission.
What about the U.S. in particular? We've gotten some mixed signals on consumer spending. Walmart has its best U.S. comps in a decade, but December retail sales were the worst in 9 years. What's your read on U.S. consumer spending?
Well, in my categories, I will say I think we're bullish on the categories, and we're seeing some progress, especially compared to 2017. And as we progressed through 2018, we saw a broad improvement. Our baby and childcare business, Huggies, Pull-Ups, had a strong performance in the fourth quarter, up mid-single digits overall. The very important thing, Sarah, is to note, and I know you being in the category as a user, the important thing is the category has really rebounded from 2017.
My son's a user.
That's right. Sorry about that. Yeah, but the category really rebounded from 2017, where it was down mid-single digits in 17. In the fourth quarter, it was up 3%.
So what about China? I know you're very bullish on that market. Are you seeing any impact of the trade war, whether it's on the cost input side or the consumer demand side? I
wouldn't say impact from trade war or trade issues between the U.S. and China or other markets. For us, although there are some challenges in the diaper market in China, where we're a big player. It's the largest category in the world for diapers right now, right? It's the largest market in the world. I think we see that as a big opportunity, and so does every other competitor. And so what's happened over the last few years, and China's gotten much more competitive from a product and promotion environment. And so, but over the long term, it's going to be continue to be the largest market. It's about $8 billion today. It's going to grow by a multiple of that over time because there's 16 million births a year. And so we're in China for the long haul and focused on having great products.
I mean, you guys are a company that traces their roots back to the 1800s. You have storied brands like Kleenex, like Cottonelle. How do you get the new generation of millennial consumers, which by all accounts is not loyal to the brands that our parents grew up with, interested and engaged in your products?
Yeah, so we're approaching our 150th anniversary, and we're really proud of that. I would say, and we just spent a conference talking about digital, I think the digital revolution is really transforming the industry, and in some ways, I think creating the optimal environment for a good marketer. And the reason I say that is I started my career a long time ago in direct marketing, and I think the data that we have available and the tools we have available to create that productive one-on-one relationship with consumers is better than ever.